Once, in a quiet Oshiwambo village, Malia was promised to a wealthy man she didn't love, but her heart belonged to Kalunga, a poor cattle herder who had no status in the eyes of her father, Ashoke. Malia and Kalunga's love grew in secret. They would meet by the river at sunset, hidden from the eyes of the village, sharing whispers of a future they could only dream of. But in their world, love was not enough. Family honor and tradition ruled above all. Ashoke, Malia's father, had already arranged her marriage to a wealthy man from another village, a match that would secure his family's status and respect. For Malia, this was a prison. One evening, as Malia and Kalunga met by the river, their quiet joy was interrupted by Nangula, Malia's closest friend. Nangula had heard a rumor. Ashoke knew of their meetings. It wasn't long before deception, fueled by the whispers of others, started to unravel the fragile love they had. Kalunga was falsely accused of stealing cattle from the village, a crime that would exile him forever. This lie was spread to push him away from Malia and her family. Malia was torn. Should she fight for her love or accept her fate in a marriage arranged by her father? As the village prepared for her marriage, the echoes of Malia and Kalunga's love grew louder. The question hung in the air. Would they surrender to tradition or risk everything to be together? As the day of Malia's wedding drew closer, the village was alive with preparations. Malia, however, felt her heart grow heavier with each passing moment. The drums, the songs, the laughter, none of it reached her. Her mind was with Kalunga, wondering if she would ever see him again. But Malia was not one to let fate decide everything. On the night before her wedding, she made a bold decision. She would risk it all for love. With Nangula's help, Malia escaped her home under the cover of darkness. She ran to the place where she and Kalunga had shared their dreams, the river. Kalunga was there waiting. He had heard the rumors, seen the betrayal, but still, his heart beat only for her. As they stood by the river, Malia made a vow to Kalunga. They would leave the village together, travel far away where no one knew them, and start a new life. It was a dangerous plan, but it was the only way they could truly be free. The next morning, when the village awoke, they found Malia's bridal hut empty. Ashoke, furious and ashamed, sent men to search for her, but she and Kalunga had already disappeared into the wilderness. Days passed, and the village grew quiet. The whispers of Malia's defiance faded, but her story lived on. Some said she had dishonored her family, while others believed she had shown great courage by following her heart. Years later, Malia and Kalunga returned to the village. They had built a life together, and their love had survived despite the odds. When they stood before Ashoke again, he was older, wiser, and filled with regret. He realized that tradition could sometimes be a prison, and that love was not something to be controlled. In the end, Malia and Kalunga's love triumphed, not because they followed the rules, but because they had the courage to follow their hearts. Morale of the story. The story of Malia and Kalunga teaches us that love is a powerful force, stronger than tradition, wealth, or status. It reminds us that while respecting culture is important, it should not come at the cost of true happiness. The courage to fight for love, even when the world is against you, is the greatest strength of all. Sometimes, breaking free from the chains of expectation is the only way to live a life true to oneself. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful love journey. Like and subscribe for more stories.